So I just want to try and go through the LM317 datasheet really quickly here. This is the LMX17 because there's actually an LM117 as well, but I mostly want to talk about the LM317. On this first page, it basically says that you can, it's a very simple, easy to use regulator that you can adjust the voltage seen at one pin with two different resistors. So you basically make a voltage divider. So let's go down to the main parts here. So one thing that you always want to look at on on data sheets like this is the junction to ambient thermal thermal resistance and the junction to case thermal resistance. So that means that for every watt, expect to be dropping across your regulator. In the worst case, you have to add 23 degrees Celsius to the junction temperature, which right here it says operating junction temperature is minus 55 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. Well, 120, 0 to 125 for the LM317. For the LM117, it's that previous mentioned one. Yeah, so you really want to watch that, and you might have to use a heatsink. Now here we have two important things. You have the adjustment pin current, which is an error term that comes out of the adjustment pin, which we'll show soon, at 50 microamps, and then a reference voltage, which is the voltage that is applied across the output pin and the adjustment pin, which allows you to vary the output, which I'll get into soon here. And then there is a minimum load current of 3.5 milliamps that you want to try and satisfy. So here we have, this is your input voltage that must be a certain amount higher, which I'm sure it says up in the data sheet at the top there. But let's just talk about this R1 and R2. So say we set this R1 at 1 kilo ohm. Yeah, 1.25 milliamps will be going through because this has to drop 1.25 volts. That means that if we set this R2 at 1 kilo ohm, we would have 2.5 volts at the output. Now, if we set, say, this R2 at 2 kilo ohms, we would have 3.75 volts at the. This adjustment current, like I said, it's there. It's 50 microamps. Unless you want to get real precise, I found that it didn't really affect my calculations all that much. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you tune in to future videos where I